The best atmosphere in my 10 years, hands down, in Costello Gym. I mean, what a crowd, and we needed it today. UNH played great. I mean, they came here determined, physical, tough. Our guys responded each and every time. The crowd helped. My seniors were huge, and in games like this, you need your seniors to be big. They know the clock's ticking, and they know it's at stake. And they stepped up and were huge tonight, really provided a lot of leadership. Yinde really helped us down the stretch. He was fantastic with the ball. They hit big shots. It was back and forth, and credit to them and the season that they've had, considering all the guys they lost in the offseason, to make it this far and to have a team that's playing that hard this late in the season. A lot of respectability in his team. Proud of our guys. We've had a milestone year in a lot of ways. We're one game away. We're right where we want to be. A second time in 3 years that this program has played in the conference championship. So, good night.
Questions?
It was so much different from the last time that you played these guys. There's no question. It's a night and day difference.
Yeah.
What were the adjustments that they made that made this night more difficult?
Yeah, I knew it would be. The last game against them was a total outlier. If you look at the history of our series, it has always been a dogfight, and it usually comes down to the last minute or two. So whatever happened last week, I would have been shocked if anything like that happened again. And they came out and made sure it didn't happen. I mean, they played as hard tonight as any team that we've played against all year. So, great test for us. Great test. If you're going to win a championship, you got to be able to beat a team that plays that hard.
Came back 11 different times. You took the lead. Just talk about the resiliency of this team coming back.
Yeah, resiliency of both teams. It was like a heavyweight fight. It was one punch after the other. So I'm proud of my guys for that. And then we made key free throws down the stretch. When we get a lead, we're tough to come back on because these two and Yinde all shoot the ball almost 90% from the free throw line. So once you start fouling, the advantage is ours.
Effort again was about the guards. I mean, you and Howdy really did a great job of taking the ball to the basket, getting shots, getting other guys involved. It's been the theme of this team really for the last, say, 10 games.
Well, we have a balanced team, so we never know whose night it's going to be, and we really love each other. We're all brothers. Everyone on this locker room is unselfish, so it doesn't matter who gets to shine. It just so happens lately it's been a guards night, but I think that's a credit to how good our big men are because early in the year, I think they carried the load and opened up a lot of holes, driving lanes for us, and we're going to make the right play every time.
Did they clog the lane tonight and make it more difficult for you guys to drive to the basket?
I would say they just play really hard. They deny, they pressure the ball. So with them pressuring the ball and denying, pressing up on the guards, we have very good guards. We're skilled, so we just have to be able to read, and our offense is based on making the right read. And credit to our big men, they set great screens for us, and that's what we came in here ready to do.
You guys talk about the home court advantage and just the crowd. Just what was it like playing in front of this type of crowd and this type of atmosphere?
Man, it was amazing. They helped us a lot, especially during stretches where we couldn't get buckets, and then it was back and forth. Just having them behind us, it really pushed us forward. And then definitely that last 4 minutes of the game, they were right there with us. Like we had an extra man on the court with them. So it was really good.
Fun atmosphere to be a part of.
Alan, just talk about leading your team to their second championship appearance in 3 years.
It was a goal we set at the beginning of the season. The coaches brought us in here and they talked to us, and everyone had the same match. We wanted to win a championship, and we've done enough to get us here. We need to finish what we started. As long as we go in prepared, play how we've been playing, play like it's our last game. That's what we need to do.
Right now, you would ever understand the atmosphere you may be walking into. It looks like it's going to be a trip to Burlington. How do you handle the atmosphere that you're going to walk into up there, and how important is it going to be to get off to a good start?
The atmosphere of Vermont is crazy, but we need to go in like it's any other game. Play our game. Don't let the crowd influence anything we do. Just play our game. What the coaches have been teaching us and implementing what we do. Follow the game plan. Just play how we've been playing.
Coach, the change from last game where you rolled basically everybody out there versus this one tonight, what was the adjustment being made there? Why'd you go that direction? Or as you made more substitutions early in the game last one?
I'm sorry? What do you mean roll?
About
We-
having a lot more guys come into the lineup last game versus this one. What was the
The main game, you mean?
Yeah.
Against Maine. I'm not really sure. Each game is different, and the rhythms are different. So, yeah, and to be honest, my staff is so good, and our communication is so good that most times they decide. I've been able, and that's been huge for me. I've been able to give them the substitution because we're really on the same page. That helps free my mind with other stuff. So, very seldom do they make a substitution that I disagree with. So, but again, each game's different. The flow of the game's different. And this game was different for sure.
Yeah. And the second one with the whole bunch of turnovers right at the end of the half. What are you saying
Yeah,
going in the locker
it's
room?
frustrating because we worked so hard to get that lead, and we know how thin the margin is, and they didn't earn it. Like, we gave that back to them, right? So that was really frustrating. But I'll say this: we were still up one, and as a staff, we reminded ourselves that. And when I went into the locker room, I reminded them that, like we're still up one. Like, okay, let's leave that in the past. Let's move on, and find out how we can win this game. I'm proud of Everett. He had a moment with one of his coaches, and it got heated and confrontational. It happens. Like, everybody's on edge. There's a lot at stake. He was mature enough to work through it, and look what he did. I mean, he rebounded and came out and helped us win the game. So those things happen. Usually seniors like this are mature enough to handle them the best, and these two really helped us win because of it. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thank you.